Energy and energy efficiency are big topics in the UK as we head into 2011. Across the globe, we are all looking for ways to improve our lifestyle in relation to energy and save some money while we do so. The Energy Saving Trust is a non-profit organisation that provides free and impartial advice on how to stop wasting energy and start saving money.
It certainly can be quite confusing for somebody who's just told you need to be more energy efficient to know exactly what it is you're supposed to be doing. And that's where we come in, really, the Energy Saving Trust. You can ask us a specific question. You get in touch with one of our advice centres, and we'll listen to your questions and we'll get back to you specifically on what that is. We also work with manufacturers and industry to look at some of the products that they're bringing on board, bringing online. We actually set a standard, the Energy Saving Trust recommended standard for appliances and goods around the home. And we set that standard to make sure that it's the kind of cream of the crop in terms of the products that are coming online for energy efficiency. So if those manufacturers want to get our stamp of approval, our Energy Saving Trust recommended logo on their goods in store, so that customers recognise, this is the most energy efficient product I could buy, then they need to show that they can meet those standards. And we work with those manufacturers so that they know what our standards are as they continuously improve. And we also help them understand the needs of customers as well and what it is they're looking for.
In 2010, the number of electronic appliances owned by a household was 11 times higher than that of 1970. This has caused energy consumption for lighting and appliances to increase by 175% in the same time. The 21st century home is now a gadget and appliance wonderland, with laptops running, phones charging, and dishwashers working for us around the clock. These products help to entertain us, complete time-consuming jobs, and draw a lot of energy from the power grid. Amazingly, even the simple step of ensuring appliances are turned off rather than being left on standby could save an average home around £30 a year. Being aware of turning off lights and appliances when not in use are simple steps that we can all take. But companies like Eager offer further practical advice, home energy surveys, and even some innovative products to help us all.
Eager is one of the fastest growing energy support companies across Europe. And you look at the foundations of Eager and what we're really about, what our ambition about, what our heart's about, is supporting vulnerable customers and also helping change the environment as well. And fundamentally that's enabled on the back of the fact we deliver lots of large government programs. We work with local authorities, central governments, whether it be central government bodies, whether it be schools, colleges, even housing associations, anything that's a community-based program, Eager are involved with. And it's all fundamentally based upon energy efficiency, which has meant that we're also a leading provider of heating and renewable solutions as well. So we kind of stand out there in the energy efficiency market. Now, in order to deliver those energy efficiency programs, we've got a number of types of solutions. So the first one is delivering into the home energy efficiency solutions that the home occupier can install themselves. There's two that spring to mind. One is the energy monitor, which can change the user habits, if you like. Put in the monitor and they can see the energy performance of the home and they can say, right, I'm going to change a few things, turn some devices off. And the user habits change and there's something like £90 savings per year they can make. We've also got the standby off, which is a very simple device, plug-in device, which enables items that are normally on standby just to switch to off when they're not being used. And that's automatic and that can save up to £40 a year. So these very simple measures can be installed in the home.
If you think about it, when items in the home, such as televisions, are left on standby, they're still consuming energy, and that's unnecessary. The average UK household has got 2 televisions, and they're running approximately 4 hours every single day. We leave them on standby when we're asleep and perhaps when we're at work, and that's unnecessary. It's consuming unnecessary energy. So by switching things off, it helps not only to save on energy, but on our electricity bills.
And then you've got the second type of measure, which is what is categorised as the wider measure, which is the installation. Now, that can include things like loft top-ups, cavity wall, external wall, and a full range of heating systems as well. Now, Eager have all that capability that we can deliver. And then you've also got the third element, which is renewable technology, where we as Eager are one of the most experienced and certainly one of the most pioneering in the development and delivery of solar photovoltaics. Reducing energy consumption and saving money is important to everybody. And looking where Eager's sort of pioneering is within the renewables market and within solar photovoltaics.
Well, there are two different types of solar panels. The first type are solar electricity panels that generate electricity for your home. These are usually connected to the electricity grid, so any electricity you don't use in the home gets sent back to the grid.
There's been tremendous change in the UK recently around solar photovoltaic energy. Eager have been working in renewable energies since we started as an organisation, but particularly solar thermal and solar photovoltaic we've been working in probably since about 2002. More people are getting to know about solar PV now because the government have introduced a feed-in tariff scheme that allows individuals, if they generate electricity through the solar photovoltaic system that they put on their roof, they'll be able to collect a certain amount of money for each unit of energy that they generate. So that's caused a great deal of excitement, obviously, in the industry. And we're also then looking further afield in different sectors to look at putting that on public buildings, so perhaps swimming pools, the local library, and really create a community that is driving energy efficiency and making renewable energies in that community and benefiting from the savings and the feed-in tariffs that can lead to some income generation. So lots of different opportunities and different things that we're doing there.
If you call your local Energy Saving Trust Advice Centre, the advisors there will be able to advise you on what grants are available in your area and for your circumstances. And also we have an online grants information database at energysavingtrust.org.uk. There you just put in your details about you, what you're interested in, and details about your home, and it'll tell you what's on offer in your area. For some people, like the over 70s and those who are on benefits, they can even get these measures for free, so they start saving straight away.
White goods in our kitchens account for a surprisingly high percentage of a home's energy consumption. In particular, the refrigerator is the second most expensive consumer of energy in the home.
White goods today, such as fridge, freezers and washing machines, use a lot less electricity than they did to provide the same work that they did 10, 12 years ago. So, for example, a modern washing machine uses less electricity and less water to wash your clothes just as well.
Fisher & Paykel are world famous for their unique approach to kitchen appliances with impressive energy credentials.
Fisher & Paykel was first established in the 1930s. The two families that came together, the Fishers and the Paykels, that's where we got our name from. They created the company from scratch, and the whole ethos that they had about them was innovation, pioneering, trying to really question how things are done and not just accept everything as the way things should be done. A lot of our products, we really take our pride in how they're made, how they get to the customer, and the quality experience that the customer has, not just when they buy the product, but right through to the life of their product, the core behind everything that we do, making sure that the customer is getting the best possible product that ties right back to the beginning stages of Fisher & Paykel when it was first established, of ensuring high quality product.
Domestic appliances can cause huge energy waste in the home. For example, the refrigerator can cost upwards of £90 a year to run, and the dishwasher, for example, in excess of £50. Putting this into context, the UK spend on refrigeration alone would be in excess of 1.5 billion a year. To combat this, we at Fisher & Paykel have developed the Active Smart system.
So part of Active Smart is it has a self-learning processor. And what the processor does, it basically learns from the consumer's daily use. So most people open the fridge at the same time every day, so in the mornings, in the evenings. What the system will actually do, it will look for regular patterns. So for example, most people open the fridge at 7 o'clock in the morning. What it will do then, it will drop the temperature half an hour before you actually open the fridge. So when you actually close the fridge door back up again, it's closer to the preset temperature. The reason why it's beneficial to the consumer is in two counts. One is better food preservation, because what basically happens is obviously when you open and close the fridge door, you're allowing a certain amount of heat to go into the fridge. So of course that air is now circulating around in the fridge, getting on all the food, and that has to be cooled back down again as well. Whereas with the Active Smart system, because it's actually cooled the air beforehand, when you close the door, it's closer to the preset temperature. Therefore, it doesn't take as much energy to cool it back down again. The other parts of Active Smart are, for example, if you actually leave the door open on the fridge, an alarm goes off telling you you've left the door open on the fridge. Just for example, on the fridge, that will actually bleep after 90 seconds and then continue every 60 seconds. After 5 minutes, the alarm goes off continuously and the fridge will turn itself off. So if you've actually gone out, you're not actually wasting energy by cooling down your kitchen, because that's what it would basically do. If you're in the house, you'll hear the alarm, you can come along, close the door back up again.
Today's dishwashers are more energy efficient and use less water than washing by hand. At Fisher & Paykel, we've developed a range of AAA dishwashers, the dish drawer, which is unique to Fisher & Paykel. These are not only more energy efficient, but they employ technology such as the impeller system, which pushes the water through the impeller, creating a higher velocity of water and improved water consumption.
The Energy Saving Trust recommended scheme was set up by the Energy Saving Trust 10 years ago to help consumers to choose the best energy saving products. How we do that is that we set very, very strict criteria for all these products, and this is across a number of different product categories: heating, lighting, appliances that you see in the average UK household. Those products that meet the criteria are given this mark. It's the Energy Saving Trust recommended logo. The idea behind it is that when they see the mark, they know that that product meets that criteria and it's one of the best products they can find in the market in terms of energy efficiency.
While lighting and appliances have caused a massive increase in energy consumption, other areas have not seen such a dramatic shift. In fact, since 1970, domestic energy consumption rose by 18%, but is currently decreasing. Join us after the break to find out how you can help decrease it further.
Eager knows a thing or two about saving energy and saving money. In fact, we're the UK's leader, delivering energy efficiency solutions right across Britain. Possibly the most complete energy-saving service ever devised. From home insulation through to a clever standby plug, we save households huge amounts on their bills. Eager's energy audits and maintenance programmes are also saving thousands of pounds a year. Our online shop has a full range of energy-efficient home electricals and lighting to choose from. There's an electricity monitor, the clever standby off plug, energy-efficient heating products and more. Eager is also a solar panel expert, one of the UK's biggest installers. Dish Drawer is a dishwasher in a drawer. The smooth gliding pull-out drawers are spacious and stable and eliminate many of the drawbacks of conventional dishwashers. Double dish drawer models have 2 independently operated drawers and fit into a standard 600mm space. They can be installed at worktop height for easy access without stooping. Dish Drawer has 9 wash programs, including eco options saving you energy. The electronic touch controls are easy to use and include a pause setting for last-minute additions and a delay start. Large pots, platters or bowls fit easily into the drawer. Cup racks slide up or down for small cups or large mugs and fold down to fit long utensils. Dish Drawer has a AAA energy rating, and its intelligent sensor technology is the key to the superb performance. Intuitive sensors monitor and adjust the machine to save water and energy and ensure perfect cleaning results. Projection Lighting is in its 20th trading year and is one of the UK's largest display lighting manufacturers. Our client list demonstrates our ability to meet the lighting needs in the widest range of applications, from the largest retail organisations, major building projects, domestic new build and refurbishments, through to specialised venues using bespoke luminaires. Projection Lighting is active in utilising new generation high-quality LED modules. Our Alpha LED luminaires are engineered to be extremely efficient, high quality and colour consistent throughout life. An unprecedented 5% light depreciation over 50,000 hours provides maintenance-free lighting. Alpha LED luminaires and drivers are guaranteed for 5 years. Winner of the Lighting Association's Commercial Product of the Year, the Universal Open is also the first and to date only LED luminaire to be energy-saving recommended.
The average household in the UK creates around 5.5 tonnes of carbon dioxide every year. It is this carbon dioxide that is contributing to climate change and costing you more money. The Energy Saving Trust offers a home energy check on their website that involves answering some simple questions before receiving a free impartial report. If the advice is carried out, it could help you save up to £250 a year on household energy bills. In the UK alone, a total of £165 million a year is wasted on lights being left on unnecessarily. It is clear that, coupled with the inefficient bulbs that have long been standard in UK homes, the lighting of a home is a key area we can focus on when trying to save energy.
Electrical lighting's been with us for 100 odd years. The traditional light bulbs use a heck of a lot of energy, most of it going out in the form of heat and not actually light, which is what we're using it for. Energy saving bulbs are on the market at the moment, and when they came out they were huge bulbous things, really ugly, took forever to light up, didn't quite have the right kind of light. In the last 5 years, lighting is probably the fastest developing area of industry at the moment in the energy efficiency sector. Nowadays you can get an energy saving bulb that pretty much will match any style, shape, tone of a traditional light bulb, and they use 80% less electricity, last up to 10 times longer. I mean, if everybody replaced all their lights in their homes, you could save around £390 over the lifetime of those bulbs. You're then looking at new technologies which are coming on board as well, things like LED lighting, which is really fast paced at the moment. It's used in a lot of shops and retail sector at the moment, and there's loads of development going on at the moment to bring that into the home and find solutions for LED lighting at home.
Technology has always driven the lighting industry, but the new technologies are disruptive technologies, which came in about 10 years ago, which is LED. And LED is completely changing the marketplace. About 12 years ago, LEDs were first used in everyday things like traffic signals, brake lights in cars, really where coloured light was involved, reds, greens, blues, ambers. However, they've managed now to bring those colours together to create a white light. And the white light LED is now used in everyday circumstances, such as within your home, within display lighting, within shops, the headlights in the cars, anywhere now where you see display white light used. And that was a momentous step really with the creation of LED white light. Projection lighting, we're now in our 20th year. We're one of the largest display manufacturers in the United Kingdom. We're based here in Manchester. We specialise in the manufacture of modern LED luminaires, which we now export all over Europe, the Far East. In fact, we've just completed a museum project in Japan, some domestic projects in Korea. We've done an airport in South Africa. The standard LED light source is a blue light with a yellow phosphor coating. However, to create an accurate light, we use a module. Inside the module are blue chips. One of the major problems with LED is that the wavelength of the light changes. So we measure the blue light and then we find a suitable phosphor coating. This tunes the light to within 2 macadam ellipses, which means that every time we have a light source, they all look exactly the same. Now with LED, this can quite often vary, but this way it corrects it. The key benefits to this technology are longevity of life. We guarantee the system for 50,000 hours. Also, within that 50,000 hours, the light depreciation is less than 5%. Normally, a light source will only last up to 12,000 hours, and during that time, the light would depreciate by about 30%. So we're talking about a very long life and very little light depreciation over that time. For efficiency, this module produces 65 lumens per watt. Now, this replaces a dichroic lamp or a tungsten halogen lamp, as you might know it, and they are approximately 10 to 15 lumens per watt. So in actual fact, in a hotel situation, if you replaced the dichroics in a hotel, you will be saving 70% of energy. That's a significant save.
We specifically look at energy saving and using the right amount of light for the right application. Also using the right light source, of course, which is now where LED comes into play. LED is obviously one of the more efficient light sources on the market at this moment in time. The full layouts consist of placing luminaires onto drawings, running out the calculations through the CIBSE guide predominantly, and offering the most effective light sources to the client.
This box is a lighting control panel used in a supermarket, and basically what it does is it compensates for natural daylight entering the building by reducing the amount of artificial light produced by the light fittings. This can save up to 80% of the energy used for lighting during daylight hours.
For the consumer, it's very difficult. LED lighting is very difficult because the information that's available is very difficult to get hold of. You don't really know the product you're buying about the quality issues. Also, at the moment there are no standards, but the Energy Saving Trust set out a list of priorities that a light had to achieve. And we were the first product to actually go through that standard and pass. It takes approximately 8 months. It's a very detailed process. They measure the quality of light, the energy efficiency of the light, and the longevity of the light. So it's a very good way for a consumer to know one product from another, because otherwise the lighting industry hides behind a set of statistics which are impossible for other people to understand. The only thing they can trust is an independent assessment of a product, and that's what the Energy Saving Trust has done.
We developed a number of products which we're proud to be associated with over the years. Products like the Active Smart system in our refrigeration and the dish drawer system within our dishwashers, which concentrate very heavily on a reduction of power and water in the case of dishwashers. So we'll continue to research and develop in all aspects of domestic appliances to make those products not only easier to use, easier for the customer to make the decision in terms of a purchase for those products, but also taking that responsibility as a manufacturer to make those products energy efficient.
To really make a difference for individuals in the home to save money, but also to help the climate. We all need to be a part of that, and Eager are really passionate about that. Our partners are really passionate about that, and I think individuals in the home want to do that as well, to save money, but also if we all want to be part of climate change and making a better place for us all to live.
The green issue is not new, and we've been operating in this space for the last 20 years. It's intrinsic to us, it's part of who we are, and it's what we've been doing. Helping vulnerable people and improving the environment is core to Eager. And while the green issue has grown, Eager's also grown. So we've moved from having 400 plus employees around 3 years ago to nearly 5,000 now to respond to that demand. And we now have a green voice. So even in Whitehall, for example, Eager recommend issues around green policy, environmental policy. And going back to what that means to the average home user, it means across the UK, Eager's installing nearly 1,000 heating systems every single day, which means when it comes to the very fore of the carbon agenda, we're driving that, and we're trying to make the low carbon future reality.
With the hot topic at the moment being environmentally friendly, green, what we've found is one of our core DNA words that our company has of care also can translate right through to not just our products or our customers, but to the environment itself. For over 15 years now, Strive for Technology has led us into being a manufacturer of environmentally green products.
We've always been at the forefront of developing products which are energy efficient within the home. We are looking always to push the boundaries and develop new technologies.
You know, a refrigeration unit is a unit that's on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So what we're trying to do and what we are developing is with our refrigeration, with the Active Smart system within those, it helps to actually to reduce that amount of energy that's actually being used. Again, with the dishwashers, the whole system, well, the majority of the system actually works on 12 volt. So again, you've got the energy savings on that side of it as well.
Of course, now is a very challenging time in terms of the economic environment, plus the fact you've got rising fuel prices, which means saving money and reducing energy consumption is more important now than ever before. We have two different offerings. So one offering is going to the home and the residential household, which is an investment from them up to £500 for the installation of up to £15,000 worth of solar photovoltaic equipment on their roof. And then over the other side, through our clean energy programme, we'll do social programmes into social housing. And in there, it's a case of it's upfront investment, but the home user doesn't pay a thing. So it's making a lasting contributable value to the home user, both in terms of financially, so they save money, but also making a lasting impact in the environment as well in terms of reducing carbon.
Electricity and gas prices are just going up and up and up. Energy efficiency becomes much more important within that. So yeah, people are definitely more aware of that when they're looking at buying goods and products now. And that's where, again, where we can come in and help by letting them know if it's got our logo, it's going to be one of the top products in that range to help you save energy when you're running that product.
The Energy Saving Trust has got a network of local advice centres across the UK. They're free and they give impartial advice to householders on all sorts of ways they can save energy in the home. They can tell them about local grants that are available to them and give them other kind of energy saving advice.
The Industrial Revolution changed the world and has led to the proliferation of vehicles, appliances and products that burn fossil fuels and increase the atmospheric concentration of greenhouse gases. Before the Industrial Revolution, carbon dioxide was present in the atmosphere in a concentration of 280 parts per million. Now, in 2011, it stands at 389 parts per million. We are changing the world, and it's now time to reverse that. Your home is a great place to start, and the Energy Saving Trust is available to provide more in-depth guidance about products and services that will save you money and help to save the environment. The future will not mean emptying our homes of technology and living in the dark. It will mean greater awareness of energy waste. We are seeing more and more products and services designed directly to help us all reduce our energy consumption and save money. Join us next time on How To hear from leaders in the UK water market on ways to drastically cut our water wastage. How to Reduce Water Wastage, Episode 2, right here on January 25th at 7:30 p.m.